Hi guys, welcome to a new GeoGuessr video. Today we'll be taking a look at the tournament that I played the other day. So it was a No Move tournament, and as you know, the map is ACW. And yeah, this is the first game against the Pixie Games. Let's see how it went. So the first round was pretty standard Chile. My first thought was Santiago here, but then the more I looked at it, the less it made sense, and we didn't really have big mountains east, so I kind of rejected that idea. And yeah, I think it sent pretty quickly here. I did try to line something up, but yeah, as I said, I thought of Santiago at first, but then I was like, yeah, probably not Santiago. And then I decided to go further south, as we'll see in a second. And yeah, I don't think I went for Temuco in the end. And yeah, I went like here, kind of central in the end. It was Concepcion, so it was a decent guess, I would say. And we do a bit of damage there in the first round. So yeah, round 2, I honestly don't remember what the round 2 was. Okay, it was just Ecuador, so yeah, pretty standard stuff. I think we just both went pretty quickly here. I did try to find like a divided road, but yeah, it didn't really work out. So yeah, I ended up just clicking, I think Ambato or something, or was it like here? Yeah, I found something that kind of looked divided, but yeah, wasn't quite right. But yeah, a bit of damage there again. But yeah, in this mode, like, every point matters, so I often try to be as accurate as possible. Not on this round though, because this was just Poland, and yeah, I decided not to really region guess this, even though we had an area code, but yeah, I just don't know the area codes in Poland, so I just, I think I went in the middle, but I might be... Actually, I tried to region guess, which is interesting. I guess I kind of had like a slightly eastern vibe, but didn't really want to fully commit. It ended up being max north, so yeah. Also, sorry if you hear the dog. Can't really do much about that. The next round we had just a simple Isle of Man with the red on the plates. And yeah, I think we both 5K'd this. I just zoomed in on the 5K basically, but I then spent like 30 seconds trying to confirm that it was the 5K, but yeah, obviously like couldn't have been anywhere else, so yeah. I tried to look for the 5K, even though I am on the 5K basically, and I just realized that last moment, but yeah, Pixie was also there, so no points basically. Round 5, I think this one was the difference maker. So this one was, yeah, this was Brazil, and we had the road number there, so 70 was the road number, and it said 250 kilometers, so I thought that would be 250 kilometers from Brasilia, but I think it ended up being further west than I thought. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I saw the what's it called, the road number, and then I just found it. But yeah, like I feel like this is 250 kilometers from Brasilia, but maybe it's from the border instead. It's definitely not 250 kilometers from Brasilia, so I'm not sure how that works. Maybe it's from the border, probably, but yeah, we do nice damage there. And this was round 6, and here I was just like, okay, Chile, sure, like click like slightly north of Santiago, and I should be it should be fine. But then after I guessed, I was like, wait a minute, this is not that far south, this is probably further north. Then I saw volcanoes, and yeah, I was kind of worried, and it ended up being max north, so that was a very poor guess. And Fixie actually had a nice guess there, and yeah, we were basically equal after that. So round 7 really needed to go. Really needed to go in my favor. Yeah, it was Sweden, so I think we just went like slightly southern. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just clicked here, and yeah, we ended up being slightly closer. So that's it. I mean, not the best performance, especially not with that Chile, but it is what it is, and we take the win there. So yeah. Okay, so here's round 2 or round 16 against Bulgaria Enjoyer, and I think this one went. I'm not gonna say anything actually. Anyways, round 1 we had, let's see, we had another Ecuador, and yeah, we had a place name there, and this is ACW. I thought it looked kind of like Santo Domingo, so I scanned in that area and found the city pretty quickly, so I just kind of lined it up. This road kind of fits, so I just went for the guess. And yeah, I think it ended up being pretty close. Yeah, that was a nice start, almost a 5k. And as I said, like every point matters, especially on a map that's like ACW, which is not really that hard. You really want to try to either 5k or just be very close. The next round, I thought Czechia or Slovakia with those signs in the distance. I don't know if you can tell, but those looked pretty Czechoslovakian to me. The trees also fit, so I just went for like slightly eastern Czechia. And yeah, I think I actually liked my guess. I thought it looked more like Czechia for some reason than Slovakia, but as we will see, it ended up being Slovakia instead. But luckily, my opponent was in Serbia, so another 1,000 points. And yeah, round 3, we had, I think this was like ZA. Yeah, we had a ZA round here, driving on the left side. Sun was to our north. I was considering something like Durban with the palm trees, but yeah, like the houses just looked kind of nice, I would say, and I just assumed that it would probably be like Joburg or something. So yeah, I just decided to go for that. And yeah, it ended up being Joburg, and he went for a coastal guess, which makes perfect sense. But yeah, 2,000 points there, very nice lead. I was just hoping for small countries here, and yeah, honestly, I don't really mind this format that much. But yeah, I just wish it was like more rounds. Here we had a province name, and yeah, as I said, like ACW, not really the hardest map. And yeah, I was looking for this Dapekol place, and I could not find it, but like it didn't really matter. So yeah, I definitely like this more than like multipliers, I think. But yeah, 7 rounds, especially on a map like ACW, is just simply not enough, I think. So maybe if it was like lower HP or something, like 3,000 or 4,000 HP with this format, and like more rounds, then yeah, I think it would make more sense. But yeah, this way is just like, I don't know, it's not the worst, but yeah, definitely not the most enjoyable to play either. But yeah, here we had Spanish round with the Spanish signs. We both went for like southwestern guess. It ended up being northwest. I don't really know how to get that. But yeah, Spain is actually one of my weaker countries, I must say. Round 6, just a simple Saba round. We had a pole behind me. It took me some time to actually realize that, but yeah. So yeah, pretty straightforward round. And with the palms, I kind of assumed it would be more east, and yeah, it ended up being a solid guess, basically on the road. And it wasn't that mountainous. So yeah, 30 points. And round 7 was yeah, kind of anticlimactic, as you'll see in a second. It was just Lesotho, and yeah, we just both I mean, we didn't both go for Lesotho because my opponent went for Antarctica, which is, I mean, like, what would you do? Anyways, that was round 16, and I'll be right back with the next round. Okay, next round we had Ziga from Slovenia. I think this one meant more... Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna say. I don't know why I keep bringing that up, like the result of the round. I'll just shut up. Yeah, anyways, round 1 we had Thailand, and this was kind of a weird round. It looked kind of coastal to me for some reason. I don't really know why, but I got the coastal feeling. It definitely did not look eastern to me. Also, it didn't really look southern. So yeah, kind of a strange round. I didn't really know what to think. So yeah, we didn't have the southern insulators. We didn't have like any oil palms or any like coconut palms, but it still kind of looked weird. So I decided to go like southwest of Bangkok. It ended up being a solid guess, not the worst, also not the best. But yeah, we'll see in a second. I don't know how I got the coastal vibe, but yeah, it was coastal, just the wrong coast. And my opponent went for the eastern guess, so that was like nice. That was a nice start. 600 points is always nice, but yeah. Round 2 we had Germany, and the first thought here was south with the hills and like these whitish houses. But then I thought that this pole looked more like east for some reason. And yeah, it wasn't actually an eastern pole, but yeah, that was the vibe. So yeah, I don't know. I think I read in a doc that like, or in a guide rather, that you get that pole in like East Germany, but maybe I'm misremembering that. I don't know. Yeah, I just went for the eastern guess, and I didn't hate it honestly, but as you will see, it wasn't really that great. But yeah, we both made the same mistake, so I guess it's not the worst. It was actually southern, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, anyways, round 3 we had, I don't even remember what. Yeah, okay, another Thailand round. Actually, like, no, I thought that this was not the easiest round, but yeah, actually, now that I look at it, it's pretty much a simple Thailand. But yeah, I just spent some time to make sure that it's not like some wild, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just insta-sent, but yeah, it was northern Thailand, pretty simple. And yeah, I was considering, like, I thought my opponent might miss this. I don't know why, but yeah, it was probably very unlikely. Yeah, we both got it. And yeah, minimal points. Round 4. But yeah, as I said, like, I think this mode, like this format could work very well with like lower HP or something like that. Maybe like 3,000 or 4,000 points, especially, as I said, like a map like ACW, just it's not a hard map. And yeah, anyways, we had Kenya here. I thought it looked kind of western. It was slightly western, I guess, but not really that far west. Ended up being Nakuru there, and we both committed west, so yeah, only 10 points. Also, let me know if you guys are fine with me like doing like post commentary, because it helps me like lock in when I'm playing. Like I don't have to think about commentary. And it's actually like big thing for me, because like when you have to talk and when you have to play like combined, it's kind of tough sometimes. I don't know. I prefer to just play without talking. Anyways, we just had a simple Hong Kong. I don't know why I was considering Singapore here, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I wasn't really considering it, but there was just this like voice telling me, yo, it might be something else. Obviously, it was always going to be Hong Kong, but yeah, he gets a nice 5k there. Doesn't really matter anyway. Round 6 we had Israel, and we had, like, yeah, this is basically every ACW location. Not really, but I mean, there are worse maps, I guess, but it's just very easy. Yeah, not the best map, in my opinion, for competitive. But yeah, we had the road numbers here, and actually, I spent a lot of time looking for these. Probably should have realized earlier, like, should have 5k'd this earlier, honestly. Yeah, I found the road here, and yeah, that's the 5k basically. But yeah, a lot of these small, boring countries, I mean, I actually like small countries, but not with this much info, honestly. And yeah. Anyways, we got a 5k, not that it matters, but yeah. I mean, it's always nice to 5k, but you don't really get anything for 5k. The last round was Ireland, and we had like these rock walls, so I thought probably more west, but then I just realized like it's not really worth for me to gamble. I can just click middle and I'll just probably win, and he needs to go for something wild because he needed 500 points, and yeah, it was western, but as I said, like, there's no need for me to gamble. If I go west and it ends up being Dublin somehow, then I just I could lose, doesn't mean that I do lose, but yeah, not worth the risk. Anyways, I'll be right back with the next game. And here we are with the semi-final game against Finbar. Obviously, Finbar doesn't need an introduction. And yeah, this was an interesting game, I'll say that much. First round, probably just I thought probably just like Northern Arch. I tried to find the 5k because this looked 5kable, but yeah, I don't know, didn't find anything that lined up. And yeah, I should have looked around Salta because like Salta made the most sense, but I was scared of some like wacky south or something. But yeah, as I said, Salta made the most sense. And yeah, I actually like to look for 5ks in this format because, like, I don't know, I feel like it's not that hard to 5k on ACW. Yeah, that's why I try to 5k every time, and yeah, it ended up being quite close, and Finbar was also there. And yeah, 11 points. Round 2 we had, what was this? I don't even know. Okay, so yeah, round 2. My first thought was Ireland, but then I was like, maybe it's UK. I mean, it could be UK. And then I thought maybe it's like Belgium with the no car, but it didn't really look like Belgium. But the fact that we had no car just made me think maybe it's Belgium. But yeah, vibes-wise, I don't know, I just liked Ireland the best. Even hedging for like Wales or something, I think makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I ended up going, I think, for that peninsula south of Wales. I don't remember what its name is. But yeah, I went there, and we'll see that it ended up being Ireland, but none of us got it. Yeah, we were both in England. 200 points. And yeah, round 3. We had here, we had Jordan, and for some reason I always, like, I don't know, I just thought that this 65 road was a divided highway. I always think that for some reason, and then I just zoom in on it Then I realized that it's not the right one. And then yeah, I just switched to 15. Tried looking for the 5k. I think I didn't. Yeah, I think I didn't 5k this one. I think I just sent something like this, some random stretch of the road. But yep. Tried looking for the 5k. I think I might have even missed it. I don't know. But as we will see in a second, or maybe in a few seconds, Pinbar actually got it. So yeah, very nice guess there. 200 points, basically 1 point difference. And yeah, I think like I like the fact that every point matters in this format, but it's also kind of boring sometimes, honestly. This road I should have gotten. I considered this angle like southwest, like that southwestern road. But yeah, it just didn't feel right for some reason. And then I was kind of lost because I knew that it wasn't north. I tried to find the angle, but like nothing lined up. And then I ended up going for a guess that makes like 0 sense basically, because I know what that road looks like and it doesn't look like this. So yeah, I ended up going for that northern road, which like didn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, didn't know what else to do. The angle kind of lined up, but yeah, it doesn't make sense. Finbar actually with another 5k, he was really playing well up until that point. Yeah, then round 5 we had we had Ecuador here, and I looked at this sign, and at first like I thought the sign was pretty useless, and it looked western, but I couldn't tell where. And yeah, actually I think I will just look one more time in a second. And yeah, I saw that it actually said Manabi. Manabi is this province in western Ecuador. I had to check, and I just kind of lined up this road that was like in the hills, and it made sense. And yeah, I think I just went for it, and yeah, it was the right stretch of the road. He went for eastern Ecuador, so that was kind of a comeback moment, but not quite. And yeah, round 6 we had Colombia. My first thought was north because it looked quite dry, but yeah, I decided to just send it in the middle because it didn't look right for north. And my idea was like, let me just send it in the middle, because like if I spend a lot of time on this, I'll just switch to north, and I don't think that this is north. So I just clicked Bogota, and I was like, yeah, like let's just go to the next round. And as you will see, he actually did commit north, which does make sense, but obviously that was a lot of points. And yeah, round 7 we had this round, which was at first kind of ambiguous to me. I thought that this could be a few places. We had like whitish plates. I was looking for like Oregon or Washington plates. Couldn't see any of those, so without those I figured probably California with the white plates. Also, we didn't really have like the yellow things, like those yellow lines on the poles, so that was kind of concerning. Maybe we actually did have them. I think that pole might have them, or maybe I'm tripping, I don't know. But yeah, with the plates I figured it's probably just Northern California, and yeah, that's what I decided to go with. I sent pretty far north, and as you'll see, he went for a central guess. I don't know if he was trying to go for something like a bit riskier because he needed some points. Either way, we got the win there, and this was the final game. And here we are, the final game against RLH. And let's see how it went. I mean, obviously you know the result, but let's still see what happened. So round one, we had Argentina. My first thought was Buenos Aires. I don't know why, but it kind of looks right. With these like open fields. And yeah, I kind of didn't know how far south I wanted to go. I tried to look for some angle that fit. But yeah, it's kind of like always scary. Like, at least for me, it's hard to commit southern Buenos Aires. And especially with the fact that I'm not really that good at Argentina. So yeah, I just kind of went for a northern BA guess. You'll see in a second that it was in fact BA. It was pretty far south actually. Kind of central, but for Argentina standards, kind of southern. Anyways, round two. We had Japan with the... You actually don't know the names of... Not the prefectures, but like you know those like Kansai and stuff like that. I actually don't know the names of that. I think that's like a Jobo plate. That's the only plate that I know the name of. But yeah, like Japan is not really not my favorite country. But yeah, I went for something that kind of made sense. Actually, I think it says this. Yeah, there's a city name on that bridge. I missed that the first time, I think. But yeah, we take a bit of damage, 52 points. Nothing too crazy. Round three. We had Italy. And here I was kind of doubting myself. So I think 06, and I still haven't checked this. I think 06 is the Rome area code, but I was not sure about that. So yeah, I was thinking, I was considering switching to Naples because it kind of looked more southern to me, and like Rome didn't really make that much sense. I don't know why, but as we will see in a few moments, I decided to stick with Rome. And yeah, it's been some time since I've like reviewed area codes and stuff like that. I'm kind of washed at that stuff. Like, I stopped playing Moving like a while ago, and yeah, it ended up being I guess a Rome area code, so that was kind of nice. And we did more damage there, and like every bit of damage that you deal matters, as I said, and I don't know why I said it again, but yeah. Anyways, this round was kind of weird, but I guess, actually I guessed that it just had to be Spain, but I didn't really know where, and as I said earlier, Spain is not really one of my strengths, so I just kind of went for a middle guess, and RLH had a very nice guess in southern Spain there. So yeah, that was kind of scary, but we only had 3 rounds to go, and I was hoping for relatively smaller countries. We had Indo here, and my first thought was Cali, but yeah, the more I looked at this, the more I kind of thought that it could make sense for Sulawesi. I don't know why, but yeah, I was second guessing myself. But yeah, now that I look at this round, actually, like, Sulawesi doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know, just kind of, it's just kind of weird. But as we will see, I went for something that probably won me the game, actually. So we had like these horns as well, but like I know that you can get like those horns in a few places. I went for the water hedge, and I ended up being closer with the water hedge than my opponent, so yeah. kind of a rat move, honestly, but it is what it is. Round 6, we had Finland. This one looked quite northern. We had a road number there, but like I can't really see that. So yeah, I just kind of went for a central guess, I think. Central northern, something like that. I was just trying to survive, basically, like not lose too many points. And yeah, that's another thing that I don't really like about this this way of playing, is that like there's a lot of hedging, but like it's just very effective. Like hedging is just insanely effective in these duels, that you just kind of have to hedge every now and then. So yeah, I just kind of went for wookGG, and it ended up being a solid guess. It was kind of central. So yeah, now we just needed a small country. And round 7, we had this, and yeah, we had basically Lithuania. I was actually considering Estonia, even though like I wasn't really considering it. I just kind of thought maybe it's Estonia, but yeah, then I just saw this sign. We had a Lithuanian sign. Like if I go middle again, like there's no way that I lose 500 points. But yeah, unless it's maybe like on the border, but even then, no way to lose 500 points on that. And that was pretty much it. We lost 11 points, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, we got this super cool winner animation, best thing ever. And yeah, that's it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.